Sky News journalist Cheng Lei has revealed details of what happened to her at Parliament during a visit from the Chinese Premier this week, just months after she was released from jail in China. Cheng Lei says she was also prevented from entering a second major press event in Canberra later in the day. Let's go live to Fiona Willan. Fiona, Cheng Lei has written about her experience as well.
Yeah, Kieran, so this is the first time we've heard Cheng Lei's story in detail from her perspective. So she's written about this today in an article on the Sky News website, and in it she's revealed that she had some encounters with Chinese officials before they blocked her from view during a media event at Parliament House, where Anthony Albanese was hosting the Chinese Premier on Monday. Now, she also claims, as you mentioned, she was prevented from entering a second media event altogether, which involved Peter Dutton and the Chinese Premier later that day. So Lei writes in this article, "Was I a pariah? Was I the uncomfortable reminder of bad times best buried? Was my existence the fly in the soup?" So just for full context here, Cheng Lei is a Sky News journalist who was detained in China for 3 years and she was released last year. So she was in Canberra on Monday specifically to cover the Chinese Premier's visit. And we've all seen those pictures now of what happened. The Chinese officials trying to block her view. These images have gone global. Now, Lei has spoken about the moments leading up to that incident, saying she first noticed she was attracting attention from the Chinese side as she stood among reporters and photographers outside before that media event. She became aware a man in a blue suit was taking notes on her. Now, she claims a woman then approached her and identified herself as being from the Chinese embassy and asked her questions about what she would be attending that day. Lei says she and other journalists entered the room and where Anthony Albanese and the Chinese Premier were signing agreements. And at that stage, she noticed a Chinese state TV cameraman appeared to be filming her. And then as the event was about to start, that's when the man in the blue suit who'd been taking notes, he came to stand diagonally in front of her to block her from the view of the cameras. Now, she says a staff member from the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet repeatedly told him to move, but he wouldn't, even when another journalist swapped seats with her. Now, as for the second event that she was unable to attend, this involved the Chinese Premier and Peter Dutton. So Lei claims she was told she wouldn't be allowed to enter by department staff and that only picture journalists were allowed to enter the room, which does happen at events, with some events at Parliament House when space is limited. Lei wrote of her experience, "Why could I not turn up? I had served my sentence and was deported. I'm employed by an Australian news organisation. I got a media pass from Parliament House. I don't act out of turn. Why do they?" Now, Lei says she was aware the Chinese side might get nervous about her presence, but she certainly wasn't intending to cause any trouble or do anything unprofessional. The Prime Minister's office has raised concerns with the Chinese embassy over that obstruction incident at that first event. Kieran?
Fiona, thank you for the update.